Welcome back to Across Louisiana. You know, for children in need in our area, one thing that they need is hope. And there's an organization here that's providing that to them. It's Boys Hope and Girls Hope. And here to tell us about everything they're doing is Rick Bourgeois. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That's a great organization. I think it's a name a lot of people know, but for some people who might not be familiar with Boys Hope, Girls Hope, tell the folks a little bit about what it is you do.
I actually got involved as a board member over 20 years ago when we first looked at the landscape, I guess, of what you do in charity events, try to help people and things like that. And what I discovered, I think, was strictly came down to environment, that we felt that this organization could change the whole landscape of a kid's life. The idea that it's a resident program. We don't adopt a child, but we have a boys program with actually maximum of about 8 kids, and then we also have a non-resident program with girls. And we give them, it can start as early as 10 years old, and we take them all the way up to the 5th year of college. At any given time, we'll have between 15, 20, maybe 25 kids that we're actually mentoring through this program.
That's certainly fantastic work. I mean, tell me a little bit about some of the impact that you've seen in the lives of these kids.
Well, I tell you, as a board member that I really got involved, we had a kid that was our first student. He was 12 years old. He'd been to 10 different schools. He probably had like a 1.4, 1.5 average. But what we do is we do some testing. We make sure that these kids are definitely capable, but just to give them a stable environment. And then as we saw, as a board member, I saw this kid progress through. We're very fortunate. We have ties in with Redemptorist, Catholic High, St. Joseph's Academy, and even in Baton Rouge High, with the idea if we find out that a kid is better in the school environment. And this young man, or I'm going to mention it, Jermaine Hatch, who's now like 35 years old, he actually got a degree from Georgia Tech, and has come back, married a couple of kids, bringing back to the community. So that's just one of many, many, many kids that we've helped in that way.
Well, in order for you to keep doing this worthwhile work, I know you have an exciting event coming up to raise some funds for that. It's Bowl for Hope. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we tell people, what do you do when you're trying to raise 15 or 20 kids at the same time? It's not, we're fortunate. We have professional people that give us their times and talents, excuse me, but that, like anything, I mean, just to feed and clothe and do these other things that we've just had to figure out a way. And sure enough, 20 years ago, we've looked at a lot of fundraisers. People do golf tournaments and stuff like that, but what we really wanted to look at was how to have something that was just strictly family fun. A lot of young kids are involved. We'll have probably, it'll be on November 2nd and 3rd at Circle Bowl. We'll probably have over 1,000 people that'll come out, and just by bowling, they're making a contribution to help us, with our all-important budget and, monetary needs, so to speak.
Absolutely, and I know, in addition to monetary needs, I mean, organizations like this thrive on the efforts of its volunteers. I mean, talk to me a little bit about how important that is to Boys Hope, Girls Hope.
Yeah, of course, our Boys Hope home is located on Government Street, right near Catholic High. And what we have opportunities for companies that'll come in maybe once a month that they'll come in and they'll fix a meal, and they'll sit down, and then here you are at a table with maybe 12, 15 different kids, different ethnic groups and stuff like that, and sit down, and it's just like brothers and sisters and just like your own little home. And those things, of course, are very, very important. And also we have tutoring, we have mentoring, things like that, so that in any manner, shape, or form, if somebody would love to say that they would give us any kind of assistance, we'd love to have it.
So there's ample opportunities for people to make a difference right here in their community. Give us the stats one more time on Bowl for Hope, because we know people are going to want to come out and be a part of it.
Well, of course, like in Baton Rouge, everybody needs to make sure that it's an open weekend. It's going to be November 2nd and 3rd. We have squads on Saturday at 10, 12, 2, and 4, and on Sunday we'll have like a 1 o'clock. We also have a business challenge where we just want to have different, professional organizations. So, I mean, it'd be wonderful if anybody could come out.
Fantastic. Appreciate you coming on and giving us a scoop on it. Best of luck with that.
Okay, thanks a lot.